Hello everyone, welcome to Dear Love Talk, the part of the program that answers any queries you have on anything to do with love. Please note I said queries because I usually say questions and then I say questions again when we give out the email. And now the problem today is we're going to say questions about 10 times before we start.
It doesn't matter.
It's going to be quite interesting. Let's go. If you want to get in touch with us, do write to us at questions@lovetalkshow.tv. First one comes from Claude, and he says, I've been dating my girlfriend for a year, and things have been going really well. However, I found out recently that she keeps photographs and mementos of old boyfriends. I don't feel at ease with this and don't understand why she would want to do this. She doesn't see it as a problem, and we have started to argue about the issue. What do I do? Well, we can't tell you what to do, Claude. It's your relationship. I can tell you, though, that this is not normal. No matter what she says to you, I think if you finish a relationship and you move on to another relationship, then you don't want to keep stuff around that reminds you of the person you were with. At the end of the day, you broke off that relationship for a reason. I think it's different if you have, for example, pictures of a social event and the odd picture of a group of 10 or 20 people, that person happens to be there. But even then, if the person keeps around stuff that reminded them of their partners and so on, that's not healthy. And you should question why the person wants to do that. But your question was, what do I do? I don't know what you have to do. It's your relationship. But certainly this is not normal.
This is when I wish I had a degree in psychology, because keeping pictures, photos in a box surely has a deep meaning in psychology, because it's not normal. If you are not with those people, it's because they were not right for you, or something happened, something negative happened. So why does she keep the pictures? Good question. What should you do? We'll do our best to advise you, but I think it's a personal choice.
Yeah.
I personally, that would bother me a lot. So I would not stay with someone like that.
But I think the one point that is important is that this is a clear sign that this person is somehow still linked to those people, right? Not linked in the sense of talking to them, but emotionally linked, which means they are not completely 100% committed to you, because a part of them is linked somewhere else. That should bother you very much. And if it does, then you need to question whether this relationship has any longevity and if it's going to work, because it's starting off on the wrong foot.
And also, for example, my husband and I, we love watching FBI series. And often when people keep these things in a box, it's called a trophy, right? So
I didn't know we love watching FBI things. I think this is a new thing.
We do. Yes, we do. Yeah. I'm not going to mention names, but yeah, we do. We do watch those things, and that shows me that could mean insecurity from her. That could mean, oh, I've dated all these guys, so I can still, go out there and do my thing. I don't know, but it's not right, my point of view. Like my husband said, we can't tell you what to do. We can only help you make a decision, but it's up to you, really. I wouldn't stay with someone like this, and.
Next question.
Yeah.
We're running out of time.
Right. It says, it's from a Love Talk Live attendee, one of our seminars. And it says, I lived with my partner for 7 years, but decided to break up because I was miserable in the relationship. The problem is that since I broke up a year ago, I am even more miserable, pardon me. I want him back, but he has moved on and has someone else. I have never been this depressed. What can I do? Right, the problem is, what seems to be your problem is that, when you are, it's just an idea, an example, when you see a huge river and you need to cross to the other side, you need to swim. And then before you jump into the water, you are like, I can do this, if I only reach the other side, I can be safe. But then halfway through your swimming, you give up, and that's when you start drowning. So this is what happens with people who are very doubtful, who are very unsure all the time. You know, do I stay with this person? Do I not stay? And this is not healthy. So much so that this is how you feel now. You probably did the right thing by leaving him, because I'm sure that you saw things there that weren't healthy for you, and you thought, you know what, this is not for me. I should leave this relationship. But maybe you have encountered difficulties in finding someone new or moving on, and you are now panicking, and that's why you feel so depressed. So I think the problem is in
I also think
indecision.
that this reveals a much deeper issue that you have, because you were unhappy in the relationship. You are now unhappy without the relationship. And if you could, you would go back to the relationship. You just don't do that because he now has someone else. And I think this reveals that the problem is with you. You said, I've never been this depressed, which means perhaps you were depressed already before. So I think he's not the problem. You know, the problem is that you need to deal with this depression that you have. It seems like you are looking for someone to make you happy. You were with him for 7 years, he didn't make you happy. You thought you would be happier if you were out of the relationship. And now you've realized that you're not, and you want to go back to the relationship, but you were not happy then. So this shows you, you need to deal with whatever you have inside of you. Because if you don't deal with that, you're going to find someone else, and you will think that this person will make you happy, and they won't. The truth is that no one on this world can make you happy. Happiness has to start within. So deal with the depression you have. Seek help. Seek help. Seek for someone to, to help you overcome this problem. When I say someone, not a person, but someone who can help you in terms of dealing with this issue inside. And I guarantee you that once you've resolved this, then you can find happiness with someone else, because you will already be happy inside.
I mean, that's it. That's pretty much it, really.
And that's all we have time for. We hope that we've been able to answer any questions you have. If you want to get in touch for future questions, then do get in touch. Again, as we said already about 100 times here today, questions@lovetalkshow.tv or via our Facebook page. Okay,
Exactly.
Until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.